I'm running for freshman class president. I think it's important for the students to have a voice. The reason I'm running for SGA.
SGA elections are coming up, and in today's show, we'll tell you all about how to sign up for the 2016 election and how to run.
Thompson played this past Friday against Pelham, and I've got the details on how the game went.
Choir is holding auditions for the musical Snoopy, and in today's entertainment, we've got the details on how you can sign up.
These stories plus more headlines are coming your way on today's THS TV.
Freshman SGA elections are kicking off this week and you can get involved. Good morning, I'm Gracie Coker.
And I'm Nick Adams, and this is THS TV. And now today's top story.
Freshman SGA elections are just around the corner. If you're interested in running for office, here are the details. Applications are now available outside of Ms. Holbrook's room, room 231.
All applications are due by this Friday. Elections will be held on October 3rd by way of Google Classroom ballot, sent only to the freshman class. Several freshman students are excited to run and to take on a leadership role at the school.
I'm running for freshman class president. I think it's important for the students to have a voice. The reason I'm running for SGA, I feel like our school and definitely our class needs a little bit more school spirit, because we definitely need some more school spirit.
We will keep you updated on all the election results.
So keep tuning in to THS TV. Roll around our school bump first priority.
The annual See You at the Poll event is coming up on this Wednesday. The event is sponsored by First Priority. THS TV reporter Lizzie Melstead will have you covered for more details about this national event.
See You at the Poll is a national event at most schools, Christian and non-Christian, that started 20 years ago. This Wednesday, we are holding our See You at the Poll of this year, which is led by First Priority. First Priority President Gabby Lazito enjoys First Priority and having a place to talk about her faith with others.
I actually grew up going to a small private Christian school, and so when I transferred here in ninth grade, I was looking around for something that I could kind of find so I could stand up for those beliefs that I have, because I knew I was given that time and learned what I did for a reason. So basically I just started finding friends who knew about it and just started coming and just grew very invested in it and decided that was something I wanted to do.
See You at the Poll is held at the flagpole in the front of the school starting at 7:10 and should end in time for students to get to class on time. This is an opportunity for students to pray over the school and our country.
The way our country is going, we definitely need the prayer, and we need to all be unified in joining together to stand up for what we believe in, even though everything is going south.
Join Gabby and other First Priority members at the poll Wednesday morning to bless the school. Reporting for THS TV on See You at the Poll, I'm Lizzie Melstead.
A 29-year-old Auburn resident is in police custody after setting fire to trees at Toomer's Corners this past weekend. Jochen Weiss was arrested on Sunday on charges of discretion and vulnerable object, which carries a penalty of 1 year in jail and up to $6,000 in fines. The suspect, who Auburn police believe to be the Weiss, was caught on surveillance cameras setting fire to the tree during a celebration following Auburn's 18-13 victory of LSU.
Music really has the power to change lives, and people are sharing their stories through hashtags. Here's what's trending on Twitter. Today's trending on Twitter is the hashtag 3 albums that changed my life. Twitter is overflowing with music lovers who want to share their favorite tunes with the world. Fans from all over the world are tweeting with the hashtag and listening to 3 albums that have changed their lives, from One Direction to Led Zeppelin. Twitter has millions of albums currently trending. For more information on the hashtag 3 albums that changed my life or what's trending on Twitter, keep tuning in to THS TV. Now let's take a look at the other hot topics in today's national headlines.
South Korea's defense minister announced that light troops on standby ready to assassinate Kim Jong-un if the country feels threatened by North Korean nuclear weapons. South Korea has intensified its rhetoric against the leadership of North Korea since Pyongyang
claimed a successful test of nuclear warhead on September 9th. Wells Fargo CEO John Strump, 63, has been CEO since 2007, and calls for him to step down are getting louder. But Strump is likely to walk away with a fortune, even if he's forced out over the national uproar about the creation of millions of fake accounts. Strump will leave with about $200 million made up of cash. 2 people at a parts manufacturing plant in eastern Tennessee were shot and killed Thursday by a co-worker. Athens Police Chief Charles Ziegler said the gunman killed himself. The man, who was found in the bathroom, used a pistol to kill the 2 victims.
So, did y'all go to the game last Friday against Pelham?
Yes, I did. It was insane.
I heard you played at it, right?
Yeah, I played in it. It was a lot of fun, and we were really excited to win the rivalry again. After the game, it was really fun and exciting in the locker room. It was a lot of fun. We were playing music, and Coach Freeman and Coach D even jumped in the circle and danced a little bit, so it was really exciting.
I've got more in today's sports.
But first, we've got your needs to know in today's announcements.
We'll be right back with more THS TV. Still to come on THS TV.
This past Friday night, the Warriors took on the Pelham Panthers in the Battle of Highway 31. In today's sports, we'll give you all the details on the Friday Night Lights.
Fall is here, and that means the pumpkin patches are back. From carving to eating, pumpkins are an iconic part of fall. In today's show, we'll tell you all about the local pumpkin patches.
You're watching THS TV, your source for sports.
Looking to bounce back after 2 tough losses, the Warriors traveled to Pelham to take on their crosstown rivals. THS reporter Noah Peavy has all of the highlights from Friday night's matchup.
As week 5 of the high school football season started, with Thompson looking to recover from 2 straight losses with a win over crosstown rivals, the Pelham Panthers. The Warriors also looking to stay above 500 and keep hopes of a postseason run alive. However, on the first drive, Thompson would stall out and punt on a 4th and long. Pelham looked strong on their first drive and were able to score early and take a 7-point lead. However, for the rest of the first half, the ball was controlled by Thompson after an early interception thrown by sophomore quarterback Caleb Ragland led to Josh Shooner taking over at quarterback. He would lead the Warriors on 2 scoring drives to take a 17-7 lead heading into the half. The start of the second half looked very similar to the first, as the Panthers' offense would score on their first drive using defensive player John Drake, who on the defensive side of the ball was a major force in stopping the Warriors as they would punt on their first drive once again, but would score as Huner once again led them on a successful drive. However, as the third quarter came to close, Coach Freeman would replace Huner with Caleb on a 3rd and long, and Caleb would produce over a 30-yard gain to put the Warriors in the red zone once again. The game would continue this trend as the Warriors would continue to dominate on both offense and defense for a final score over the Panthers of 34-14. The Warriors improved to 3-2, and the Panthers fall to 1-5 after the defeat. For continued coverage on the rest of the high school season, keep tuning into THS TV. Reporting for THS TV, I'm Noah Peavy.
His tenure coach in SEC is no more. Les Miles of the LSU Tigers was let go of his coaching duties yesterday. The firing comes off a loss to Auburn this past weekend, where Auburn, currently ranked near the bottom of the SEC, pulled out a last-minute upset over LSU. Miles leaves LSU with a national championship in 2007, 2 SEC championships in 2007 and 2011, and the title of 2011 Coach of the Year. He also leaves with many relationships that will have a lasting effect on his players.
Oh, it's just shocking, you know what I mean. And at the same time, we understand it's a business, but we developed such a great relationship with these coaches, that if you don't have a father, if you don't have a mother, you can always come here and talk to one of them. So it's just it's hard for some people at these times right now.
LSU has named Ed Ogeron as their interim head coach. Ogeron comes off as an interim job from USC two years ago, and last was head coach of Ole Miss over 10 years. From the high school gym to the college turf, we've got your details in today's national sports headlines.
UFC champion Ronda Rousey is looking to make her comeback in the octagon in December. Rousey hasn't fought in nearly a year since her upset against Holly Holm. Her trainer has had several interviews about the possible return on December 30th against Amanda Nunes. The NBA is tightening up hits to the groin thanks to Damon Green. Green is a Golden State Warrior and was known for reviving and giving them, and has made multiple complaints to the NBA as well as since suspicion. Referees said that they will foul any play who just swing their arm to attempt to draw a foul when taking a shot. Prior to the loss in New England Thursday, the Houston Texans were pretty confident. They posted a Twitter poll on how they thought they would score their first touchdown after a 27-0 loss. Needless to say, the tweet was immediately deleted.
That's all for today's sports. Tune in on Friday for more Thompson Sports. Now back to Nick with more news.
The First Presbyterian Church in Alabaster is commonly referred to as the Pumpkin Patch Church, and for a good reason. That's because every October, the church creates their own pumpkin patch made of 3,000 contests. The church started this tradition over a decade ago to start raising money for local charities like Habitat for Humanity, Safe House, Shelby County Foster Children, and more. Each year, the church has visitors who are amazed at all of the fall spirit coming from First Presbyterian.
I'm going to sit down.
First Presbyterian, Highway 119, across from Glitz and Gowns and Frou Frou Boutique. For more information on local fall festivities, keep tuning in to THS TV.
Tonight, the first presidential debate of the fall takes place. The debate will be held in Hofstra University on Long Island, New York. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump will be the only two on stage, so it's to be expected smackdown. The debate will be moderated by Lester Holt and broadcasted at 10 p.m. Central on major networks, so it should be an easy watch.
So I'm sure y'all heard about the Marching Southern Sounds competition over the weekend. I know that they did really well, and I'm excited to talk about it because I'm really proud of them.
Yeah, I heard they did amazing.
Yeah. I've got more in today's entertainment.
But first, Sam has your local forecast in today's Warrior weather.
We'll be right back.
Still to come on THS TV.
The choir department is holding open auditions for their production entitled Snoopy. In entertainment, I'll give you the scoop on how to get involved with the show.
Thompson High School has many new ways to get connected through social media. And in today's Tech Talk, I'll give you the details on Thompson High School's latest social media accounts.
You're watching THS TV, your source for entertainment.
Good morning, I'm Seth Callahan, and this is your Warrior weather. Today you will see a high of about 92 and a low of 66. It will be partly cloudy throughout the day, so find the shade when you can. Highs this week will stay in the 80s and get as low as about 79 degrees by Thursday. Temperatures will get as low as 54 degrees and stay in the mid-50s all week. From the looks of it, we will have little to no rain with just a few cloudy days throughout the week. That's all for your Warrior weather. Make sure to tune in Friday for a look at Look at Friday night's forecast. Now to Ashley with today's entertainment.
The Marching Southern Sounds play a variety of songs, and one of them should be We Are the Champions. The band brought home a little extra bling this weekend after competing in Spain Park for Spark in the Park. The band, including the Majorettes, dance team, and color guard, got superior ratings at the event. These groups got best in class, and for the color guard, this was the first time in 10 years
we won Best in Class Dance Sign, Majorette, Color Guard, and Band. And that's such a big deal, especially for the Color Guard, because it has been 10 years since they won, and they were just so excited. And they all started crying and bawling, and it was so cute, but it was awesome. About 4 months of after-school practices and 2 weeks of band camp prior to school starting. It was great, but they've been working so hard, and we've all been working so hard for this accomplishment. We're very proud.
The band's next competition is on October 15th when they compete in the Hoover Marching Invitational. Actors, it's time to show off your talents in the auditions for the spring musical Snoopy. Auditions will be this Wednesday and Thursday between 3 and 5 p.m. each day. Students are required to sign up for an audition spot before those days. Students that audition have to have already attended the Learn the Audition Song Day last week. This helps put everyone on the same page by having them all audition with the same song. Since this is a musical, Miss Allen will hear them all sing either in small groups between 2 and 4, and some she will hear individually. They also are required to come in having memorized pre-selected scenes. This will allow them to be comfortable with the material expected for the auditions, as well as give them a chance to put their own spin on the characters. Once auditions are held, if there is any need for callbacks, they will be held on Monday, October 3rd after school. A cast list will be posted no later than Tuesday, October 4th, with a mandatory cast read-through to be held Thursday, October 6th. Production dates for Snoopy are February 9th through 11th. That's all for today's entertainment. Tune in on Friday for the callback list from Snoopy auditions. Now let's toss it to Brady with the way that school is getting students connected in today's Tech Talk.
Earlier this year, we reported on how the school was becoming more tech-friendly, from going Google and putting classwork online to giving students their own internet identity. THS has made many changes to move into the 21st century, and now many clubs and organizations are jumping on board. Several groups are participating in Get Connected, which is a movement that encourages students to follow school-related social media accounts. From sports teams to even the theater department, many organizations on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. By following the accounts you are interested in, you can stay up to date on events in our school. You can even follow us here at THS TV for behind-the-scenes pictures on Instagram and Snapchat, or on Twitter for updates from sporting events. That's all for today's Tech Talk. Tune in every Monday for more tech tips. Now back to Gracie with more news.
Thompson and Pelham not only battled it out on the field last week, but they also had a competition in honors of September's Attendance Awareness Month. The two schools competed to see who had the best attendance, and Pelham won the contest, meaning that 3 THS students had to walk in the track in the Pelham jersey. The night ended on a positive note, though, as the Warriors took home the victory in the Battle of 31.
We've got you covered on your attendance needs.
Now, Sam will make sure you're up to date on today's bus forecast.
Tomorrow morning, temperatures will be pretty moderate in the low 70s as colder mornings are starting to creep in. Throughout the morning, it will be partly cloudy with a slight chance of rain, with sunrise coming around 6:02. The chance of rain stays low throughout the day, but temperatures will hit about 90 by 2 p.m. So be ready for a hot afternoon. Back to you guys.
So, did anyone go to the Sparks in the Park competition this weekend?
I didn't go to the competition, but I heard a lot about it. It seemed great. I did go to the Pelham game on Friday, which I was really happy with how we played because they are our rivals, and although we want to win all of our games, that's like a really important game.
I agree.
Yeah, I wasn't able to attend either, but I heard it was a lot of fun for the band members, and they did really good. So
yeah.
That's all for today's news.
Tune in on Friday for more Thompson news.
And follow us on Twitter for updates on events happening at THS this week.
Have a great day.